Hi, this is Miss Gina, and this is a short tutorial on how to make the crafts that go with the book 4th of July Mice. So the crafts for that particular story, just like the title said 4th of July, all the crafts have to do with the 4th of July. So the first craft that we made was making some fireworks out of colored rice. And making colored rice is really simple. There are two ways that you can make it. So one way is to get some just plain cheap white rice, and then you're going to put it in a solution of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and food coloring. Just put a few drops of food coloring in your rubbing alcohol, put the rice in the food coloring or in the alcohol mixture, and keep stirring until the rice gets to the color you want. And then you can just lay it out on a cookie sheet and let it dry, and then the fun will begin. But here's another way to color rice, and you can also use this way to color noodles as well. So what you'll need for that is you will need your rice, your plain white rice, but instead of alcohol, all you need to have is some kids safe paint. So you put your rice in a Ziploc bag and you add some paint. Make sure that it's water-based paint. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rub them together until all the grains of rice are covered with the paint. And then once it's been covered, dump it out onto your cookie sheet or onto a piece of aluminum foil or newspaper, whatever you happen to have, and let it dry, and the fun will begin. So there's two ways on how to color your rice, and you can use both of those methods to color noodles as well. Now the other one was the first thing that you needed to have was some black paper. And so get yourself some black paper. You can also do it on white paper. It just doesn't look like a night sky, but it still will look really fun. And then what I did was I took some straws, some bindi straws, and I put them together, put some rubber bands around them, and then once I had this made, was I dipped this in paint and put it on my paper. So can you see? I used red and blue paint. And then when I was all done, I had a little bit of glitter. So I had a very small container and I only needed a little tiny bit of glitter, which was great because then I used the rest of the container of glitter in my slime. And slime is such a fun thing to do with kids. And sometimes we think that slime is very difficult to make, but it really isn't. What I did was I just used the cheapest glue that I could find. I just got some glue at the dollar store. And again, I used some food coloring, just put in a few drops. You're going to use for one container of glue, you're going to use about a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And I will put the recipe for the slime down below so you will know what you need to make the slime. But you mix the baking soda in the glue till it's all mixed together, and then I went ahead and I put in my glitter at that time. You can also wait and put your glitter in at the end, whichever you want. Then the next ingredient for slime, and this is the slime activator, is a really simple thing, and it's contact solution. So you just take whatever contact solution you had, and adult friends, just in case you're wondering, I, believe it or not, found contact solution in a bag of goodies at a Goodwill. So it may not have wanted to put it into my eyes for my contacts, but I was absolutely game with making slime out of it, and it worked great. So for one bottle of glue, you're only going to need about a tablespoon of contact solution, so it doesn't take very much. And the key to making slime is to mix it and only add a little bit of the contact solution at a time. If you add it in all at one time, you make the risk of making your slime too hard, and when it's too hard it becomes brittle and it really is no fun to work with. So just be patient and put in a few drops at a time. until you get your slime to the consistency that you want. And you'll know when it's right because it'll no longer stick to your fingers and it'll no longer stick to the side of the bowl. So I put the rest of my glitter in my slime, so I would have ooey gooey glittery slime. And then after that, I have been having fun playing with my slime, as you can see. So this is something that definitely needs to have adult supervision. You're not going to want to leave this around for your children to play with if they're little unattended. So this is for your older little learners, or they can play with you as long as you're nearby, because you don't want them to swallow this. It's probably not toxic, but it's not something that you want to eat. Make sure that you use kid-safe glue, okay? But again, adult supervision to make it, and for our little learners, you gauge their age. When they stop putting things in their mouths, then they probably can play with slime by themselves. If they want to still explore with their mouths, this is something they have to do with you. So thanks for tuning in. This was a craft tutorial for the crafts associated with the book 4th of July Mice. Thank you, and keep crafting together. Until next time, this is Miss Gina. Have a great day.